Let me tell you something about women that many men fail to understand. Picture this scenario. You've had an amazing interaction with her. Maybe it was a date where the conversation flowed effortlessly, or perhaps it was a series of texts that felt like they were leading somewhere special. You feel good, confident even, so you send her a message expecting to keep the momentum going. But then, nothing. Hours pass. You tell yourself she might be busy. A day goes by, and doubt creeps in. By the second or third day, that silence feels deafening. Your mind races with questions. Did I say something wrong? Did I misread the situation? Is she talking to someone else? You replay every detail in your head, grasping for answers. And with each unanswered thought, your confidence takes a hit. Sound familiar? This moment, when her silence feels like rejection, is where many men falter. It's the point where emotions take over, dragging you into a whirlwind of self-doubt and overthinking. It's where you start to believe that her lack of response is a reflection of your value as a person. But here's the hard truth. Her silence does not define you. It does not diminish your worth or change who you are. In fact, it has nothing to do with you as a person and everything to do with her own world. Her thoughts, her priorities, her feelings. This silence, as painful it feels, is not the rejection you think it is. It's an opportunity, a test, a moment for you to decide how you'll respond, not to her, but to yourself. Will you let this moment control you, or will you rise above it? Will you spiral into self-doubt, or will you take the high road, the road of clarity and strength? This is where emotions threaten to cloud judgment, and many men stumble. But not you. Today, you're going to learn the Stoic way to handle this situation with grace and unwavering confidence. You'll discover how to rise above the noise of uncertainty, reclaim your power, and act as the high-value man you aspire to be. This isn't about winning her over. It's about mastering yourself. Her silence is the challenge. Your reaction is the test. And mastering your emotions is the key to passing it. When someone you care about pulls away, it's only natural to feel hurt. It stings because as humans, we are biologically programmed to seek connection and validation, especially from those we hold dear. That longing for reassurance is woven into the fabric of who we are. But let me ask you a question that cuts through the noise. Is your worth truly tied to her attention? Is the essence of who you are so fragile that it hinges on someone else's response, or lack of one? Consider this. Marcus Aurelius, one of history's greatest Stoic philosophers and the ruler of a vast empire, faced challenges far greater than silence or rejection. Yet he remained unshaken. Why? Because he understood a truth that most of us overlook. We cannot control the actions of others, only our own response to them. Now think about that for a moment. A man who led millions, who dealt with betrayal, war, and political turmoil, never let the whims of others dictate his inner peace. And if he could master this in the face of such immense pressures, why can't you in the face of a single, unanswered message? Her silence, my friend, is not an indictment of your worth or a sign of your inadequacy. It's not about you. It's a reflection of her own journey, her internal struggles, fears, or priorities that have nothing to do with your value as a person. Maybe she's testing your patience, consciously or subconsciously gauging your reaction. Maybe she's dealing with personal challenges that have nothing to do with you, or maybe she simply isn't interested. And here's the hard truth. None of those reasons matter. What does matter is how you respond. Will you let her withdrawal dismantle your self-esteem? Or will you take a page from Marcus Aurelius's playbook and remain steadfast, knowing that your sense of worth is not something anyone else gets to decide? This is your moment, not hers. Her actions are hers to own, but your reaction, that's where your power lies. Stay rooted in your principles, in the knowledge that you are whole and complete as you are. Because a high-value man doesn't crumble in the face of silence. He rises above it, unshaken, understanding that his worth has always come from within. Stoicism teaches us to step back when emotions threaten to take over. Imagine this. You're in a crowded subway station and someone accidentally bumps into you. Do you yell at them or brush it off as an insignificant moment in your day? Her ignoring you is much the same, a situation you can't control. Reacting with desperation only gives away your power. Instead, use the moment to reflect and grow. As Seneca once said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. You're creating unnecessary pain by overthinking her silence. Free yourself from this mental burden by focusing on what you can control, your mindset, your actions, and your growth. Practical Stoic habits to act. When a woman ignores you. 1. Embrace indifference. Here's where most men go wrong. They chase. They double text, call repeatedly, or worse, let their self-esteem crumble. But a high-value man does the opposite. He understands that indifference is his greatest weapon. When she pulls away, you pull away even further. This isn't about playing games, it's about maintaining your peace. Indifference shifts the power dynamic. Suddenly, it's her who wonders why you're not reacting. 2. Redirect your energy to self-improvement. When you find yourself dwelling on her silence, stop and ask, what can I do right now to improve myself? Whether it's hitting the gym, learning a new skill, or advancing your career, channel that emotional energy into building your empire. Remember the words of Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. The more you invest in yourself, the less her actions will matter. 3. Accept what you cannot control. Acceptance is at the heart of Stoicism. You cannot force someone's attention, and you shouldn't want to. Instead, embrace the reality of the situation. When you stop fighting against what you can't control, you'll find an unmatched sense of freedom. Her silence is not rejection. It's a reminder that your value is independent of anyone else. When you combine these habits, indifference, self-improvement, and acceptance, you create a practical framework for living a Stoic life. Together, they help you navigate not just her silence, but any challenge life throws your way. Gentlemen, the path of Stoicism isn't for the weak. It's for those willing to rise above their emotions, master themselves, and live with purpose. When a woman ignores you, don't crumble. Use it as an opportunity to grow. Build your empire, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your spirit. If you're ready to embrace this challenge, write "challenge accepted" in the comments. And if this resonated with you, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more content to fuel your journey toward greatness. This isn't just about her, it's about you. The best version of you. Let's rise together.